You know it's the Ron Talks channel. Don't know. This is the fan question series. And guys, as it relates to fan questions, I'm gonna try to be as fast as possible when it comes to these type of things. Cause a lot of times when I'm asked about to do a fan question video, you saw it with the Shannon Sharp thing. I was Shannon Sharp video. Link is in the description box if you have not watched that video. You saw with that video, that Shannon Sharp situation happened so long ago, and then I finally made a video about it, and you can see by the views, it didn't really do as much because that's not a topic being talked about at the moment, compared to when I made the Chrissy video, along with other videos when I normally made that video at the time of it being talked about, getting right to it. You know, you see the difference with the views. So I'm trying my best as it relates to fan question to talk directly as it relates to the situation as fast as possible. Now guys, as it relates to this fan question episode, we're gonna talk about the Jamaica Curacao game, highly requested to talk about. And people want to hear my opinion as it relates to this. A fan of the channel wanted to hear my opinion relating to this. And guys, as it relates to my opinion to this game, a lot of people want to cuss and talk about the referee. A lot of people want to talk about the manager. Guys, it should have never taken the Curacao game for us to qualify for the World Cup. Jamaica. It should have never taken that game. We should have never had to depend on that game. You see, this is what happens when you're prepared for something. When you're prepared for something, you don't have to be moving like that last minute. That's what Jamaica basically was doing. And then on top of it, the national stadium, the pitch is horrible. Ben has a horrible reputation. We've seen players talk about it in the past. Jamaican players, football players. It's horrible. At the end of the day, I think when you look at it, this should have been a game with all our history, the players we have, our football lineage compared to Curacao. No offense to Curacao. We should have easily won. Matter of fact, let's take a step back. We should have never even lost the last game we had with them. If we had won that game, drawn with Trinidad, drawn this game, we would have went through. That's how easy this group was. This is one of the easiest groups I've ever seen us Jamaica have in years. Ever. This group is harder than the one in 1998 when we qualified. And we still couldn't go through. Guys, from the long balls, players not seem like they having much chemistry. Shout out to the Curacao goalkeeper. But Curacao came out deservedly going through. Yeah, and they're the smallest country to qualify for the World Cup. So, guys, I'm not shocked at the result. I wouldn't be shocked if Curacao had won the game. And I wouldn't be shocked if we had won. Anywhere this game went, I wouldn't be shocked. That's how free for all this game was. That's how free for all this group was. And yet we just let down. We were just a let down. As it relates to the qualifiers overall, we're still in contention to qualify for the World Cup. We've qualified for the playoffs. So that's in 2 phases or 2 seeds, no homo, where there's 2 spots available and we can get one of them. The screenshot should come up as it relates to, certain screenshots should come up as I talk relating to what I'm speaking about, so you have a better understanding. But yeah guys, I'm not surprised, and yeah, that's it. That's it. Stephen McLaren, who is the manager, was the manager for Jamaica national team, Reggae Boys. He's resigned, non surprisingly. And they said he made a pre-written statement. Why would you have a pre-written statement of leaving and resigning a national team? You know what that tells me? That tells me that he had the mindset that this country was not going to beat Curacao. More than likely qualify for the 2026 World Cup. Guys, you have to realize energy is a big thing. And the fact that you have a pre-written statement, it gives a lot about the notion you have about the national team. If you had believed the team was going to qualify, if you were doing what you're supposed to do with tactics, if results were really going your way, would you really have a pre-written resign statement? What would have happened if Jamaica had won the game? What would you do with that pre-written? Would you throw it away? Would anybody know about it? How embarrassing would that be if we had won the game but the players find out you had a pre-written statement? That would have discouraged me. And maybe this same mindset he had is why we couldn't beat Curacao. Because players feed off the energy of the manager, whether you like it or not. Spirits exist. Spiritual energy exists. You ever hear nobody say, don't drain my energy? And energy, it exists. So, who knows if the players pick this up? He wasn't telling them directly, but based on how he's managing them, and some of these players are used to international level football, so they can read between the lines. They never even felt the urge to really push like that, knowing that's the manager's statement. That's the manager's notion. I can bet you have some Jamaican players right now in that group who are not surprised that McLaren left. They're probably saying to themselves, that's why he never make such man train, because he know we never go with. You know what I mean? So let's keep our hopes up, fingers crossed, that we get a spot in the playoffs. I know a lot of Jamaicans are discouraged to how some Jamaicans are talking. They probably don't even know that we have qualified for the playoffs and there's still a chance for us to qualify for the World Cup. But fingers crossed, I would love to see my country qualify for the World Cup. I was born when Jamaica qualified in 1998, but I wouldn't remember anything based on my age at that time. So it would be nice to know that in my lifetime I saw my little country Jamaica qualify for a World Cup. Even if we don't make it past the group stage, just the fact that we made it, that would be great. And it's really sad that we had this easy group and the World Cup has expanded. It's the teams to qualify, but yet we still couldn't make it, you know? But we're in the playoffs, fingers crossed. It's any ball game. Hopefully the coach that comes in has an understanding and pushes the team and we can get there. Because Jamaica has good history. We have won the CONCACAF. I think we won the Gold Cup. Not the Gold Cup with Mexico and those teams. I mean, the intercontinental thing that we play with Trinidad and other Caribbean islands. We've won that multiple times. We've been to the final of the Gold Cup with Mexico and USA, these top dogs in CONCACAF. So there's no reason why we couldn't qualify for the World Cup in that group that we had, that easy group we had. So it's not like this country doesn't have any form of silverware experience. We can do it. So fingers crossed, hope for the best. That's just my thoughts as it relates to the Jamaica Curacao game and just the qualifying stages overall with Jamaica. And as the run talks, I'm out.